holds value. Listen up. Every word holds value. Listen up. Every word holds value. Every word holds value. Listen up. Every word holds value. Listen up. Every word holds value.
Yo, 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 yo. The Cultural Currency Podcast is back in the building. I'm your host, Joe Pro 973, and I'm here to talk to you for a second, man. I don't know, man. I had a couple of things that I wanted to get off my chest, and Swiss is not here today, so yeah, y'all let him know in the comments. Let him know how much, he's missed. He had to take care of some business, but, big fella, go ahead and handle that. Get back to the culture, because the people, the people, they've been waiting. With that being said, I'm here just to talk to y'all a little bit about outfits. And this question, one of my homegirls, she was saying that dudes get dressed for dudes too. And when I sat there and I thought about it, I'm like, oh nah, you bugging. Because we all know that when you get dressed, when you at home, you in the crib and you getting your, you getting your outfit together, you getting your feet pieces, you getting, your top, your bottoms, your hat, if you're gonna rock a hat and everything. I know me personally, I'm not thinking about the next guy, And quite frankly, I'm off the dating pool right now, so I'm not even really thinking about, the shorties is gonna be feeling this either. But when I was a single man and I was moving and grooving, that was 100% my ideology. I was thinking about, what are the chicks gonna say when they see me out here stepping in my, whatever era it was. If it was back in the day, you was wearing a pair of Sucos or something, Damn, that's a throwback right there. But yeah, I was thinking about, what are the women gonna think about my outfit? When I go to get a shape up, back then, it was the pencil. I ain't have all this thick joint right here, because I had hair on the top. So, I used to do the little pencil shape up and everything. But when I used to go and get that shape up, I wasn't thinking about what the homie gonna be like, your shape up is fire. Nah, it was all for the woman. But what my homegirl was saying is that, we get dressed and we compete with the fellas, and, we want them to know that we got on the flyer stuff and things like that. And, as I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, even in my younger days, it's like, well, nah. You might look at your man and be like, yo, boy, you country as hell. You got on them pink Timbs, or you got on them red Timbs, bro. If you don't get your ass up out of here. So yeah, like we would hike on our bros and things like that, but it was never the intention of putting my fit together, worried about what the bros was going to think. Even if you had some guys in the crew that, 9 times out of 10, they probably was fly in their own right as well. In the back of my mind, I wasn't saying, let me put on this fit so I can be dressed better than such and such. Nah, it was always for the women. And then at a certain point in time, it wasn't even really for them. It was just like, I like nice things and I'm going to put that on for myself, because we all know that you can have on the flyest shit, and in our community, you still can get hiked on. Like, just what you wearing don't mean you safe from these jokes, because you still about to get these jokes because you went out and you got them Gucci sneakers, but boy, your feet about this big. Yeah, we gonna laugh at you. That's just the way it goes. I don't know what y'all think about this, and did y'all ever think about that scenario? Women, men, what do you think? Do you think that men kind of get fly for other men, or yeah, I think my first response to her was like, it gotta be some non-hetero type of shit, because I'm not thinking about the next guy when I put my outfit together. And I'm at a point in time now, especially, I don't even care what I have on. 9 times out of 10, when you see me and I'm out and about somewhere, I got my work outfit on, because I'm either coming to work or I'm coming from work. And that's just what it is. So, back in the day, I was a little bit more, concerned with what people thought about, my choice of clothes and what I may have on and things of that nature. But shit, man. On the weekends, 9 times out of 10 is laundry day. So I got on either some sweats, you know what I mean? I got on a tee or something like that. But yeah, I'm not focusing on the brothers and what they have on. But you know, if you guys out there and y'all focus on, you know what I mean, what the homies got on and the homies is focusing on what you got on, then, you know, that's y'all thing. I just know, you know, me and my guys or whatever, you know, I could really honestly care less what you got on. If you got something fly on, you know, I'll give you that. I'll be like, oh shit, that, you know what I mean, that hoodie is dope. You know what I mean? Where you pick that piece up. But, you know, the thing about the crew is, oh, nah, I had this for a long time, or yo, shorty picked this up for me. Nobody won't never tell you where they got their shit from. Like, is that just me and my crew, or is that y'all too? Let me know. Put it in the comments below. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this because I didn't really have much conversation to bring to you guys today, but that was something that stuck out in the back of my mind. And I guess I could ask the ladies too. Is that a thing? Even though I know that the culture is different when it comes to like women and men and, you know, how we think and how we approach things. But ladies, when you get dressed, do you worry about what your friends may think about your outfit? And I guess it's a little more acceptable possibly with women. But yeah, for me, honestly, I'm at a point in time in my life now where I could care less, you know, what I have on. Not to say that I'm coming out with, you know, dirtiness or things of that nature, but, you know, as long as it's clean, it can be a shirt from Target, you know, not Target, because I know black people, we still boycotting them. Everybody except for Jay-Z. But yeah, man, it could be, you know, from, you know, the dollar store or something like that, you know, a graphic tee that they have on display there that I just picked up or something. Yeah, I think as long as it's clean and I'm comfortable in the clothes, that's a bigger thing for me nowadays as I get older. You know what I mean? I just want to be comfortable. So, you know, even when everybody was, because they kind of started going back towards the more baggier clothes now. But even when everybody was doing the super tight 'em up stuff, I never really was into that style because for me, it's just not comfortable. I don't look at it as, oh, you gay because you got on this or that. I don't look at it like that, but it's not comfortable, you know, with no nut hugging ass pants on. Like I can't even barely, you know, if I drop my keys or I drop my wallet, it's uncomfortable for me to, I gotta try to scrooch down as opposed to just regularly just bending down and picking it up. So yeah, for me nowadays, it's more about the comfortability of the clothes than anybody's opinion on what I have on. Cause yeah, like I said, I'm either going or coming from work, and you're going to get these Dickie pants. You're going to get these Timberland boots that I'm wearing, you know what I mean? And you're going to get a t-shirt in the summertime, something that probably say my job name on it. Or, you know, if it's wintertime or something like that, I might have on like a Carhartt hoodie or something like that. Because, you know, I'm just going to work. And, hey, man, everybody loves a man in a uniform. Ain't that what they say? So y'all let me know. This was a shorty but goody episode. I just wanted to know a little bit of your thoughts on the whole, do you get dressed for the same sex? Or do you get dressed for yourself? Or do you get dressed to attract the opposite sex? I've never been in that first camp. Like I said, you know, we hike on each other and we laugh at each other and things like that, you know, sometimes, but, you know, it's never with the intention to impress my guys. So, with that being said, every word holds value. This has been another episode of Cultural Currency Podcast. Go out there, be productive, and wear your clothes for who you want to wear your clothes from. If you want to wear it for the dudes, you know what I mean, then, hey, rock your clothes for the dudes, baby. If you rocking them for the chicks, then, you know, go ahead and be my guest and do that. Me personally, I'm going to wear mine for me because that's just who I am. Joe Pro 973. I can't be nobody else because everybody else is taken. So I'm going to just be me and do me. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. Go out there and be productive. Peace.